I think I might like to put... See, it's quite a distance. I want a building right here. I'm trying to think of what would be a good building for here. Let's see. Probably like a pub off a marketplace. That makes sense. What do you think? The pub could even have a couple of rooms to rent, you know, for the night for traveling visitors. So let's figure this out. If we did, we'll do an L-shaped pub, and it'll go here. Sure. Put a trapdoor over the river. For oh, I haven't watched The Hobbit in a really long time. Get rid of you. I only watched it the once when it was in theaters. That's decent. Alright, we'll put a sign here and we'll call it Pub. Woo. Alright. So the marketplace will likely not have these trees in it. Or at least the mushrooms. I'll probably pop the mushrooms and get rid of those. This tree will likely stay. Alright, so we figured out where we want a pub to go. We know where the town hall's going. I'm checking things off. Wood shop. Probably should we make it logical and put the industrial stuff all in one on one area and all of the commercial stuff in another area, sort of deal. And since we have the blacksmith over here, we don't really need. Now I just was like, oh, we didn't do a path over to the pub, but there's sand right here that we can connect to. We're gonna get rid of you. And auto mail. Since this is a wizard's village, that would be cute to have an auto mail shop. We'll have a little, we could put a little thing in the marketplace. A little stall for auto mail, and totally could do that. And it's nice to see you, Davidicus. You know what? Let's grab you. Might make it easier for me at nighttime to see what we've got going on if I put a thing near the signs. And then here. I don't have a sign in here, but let's put one in here anyway. Town Hall. And then we've got the blacksmith. Alright, so the road where the blacksmith goes is right here. It could go this way, over this land bridge, floating rocks. And we could put the wood shop over here. Definitely, there's enough space for a little hut, a little building, and then whatever tree farming we want to do. Yeah, okay, so road coming from here would be best done this way. All right, so if we did that, we could put the mill, or not the mill, but the, well, it could be a mill, I suppose. It could use water to chop up the wood into pieces. If we did that, I'd want it close to the water here, like that, so I wouldn't have so much alteration to do, and it does not need to be huge. None of these need to be huge. That's why it's called a village. That ought to work. Just a nice little building there. We could put a water wheel, you know, alter the terrain just a bit and put a water wheel there. And then on this side, over here, Floaty Rock, would be where we have the tree farm. We should probably delineate that just a bit, or at least know where the road is going to go. All right. Well, the library shouldn't be too far from the town hall, I don't think. Might be good to put the library back here. What we're gonna put in the library, since we're gonna have an Electroblobs, we might not need a School of Magic for Electroblobs, because I'm trying to think of all the stuff that it has, if it's gonna actually need a school, or if I could just use the library. Alright, so it's got wands and mobs and clothing, which we won't have to keep in a specific School of Magic. And then it's just got baubles and books on books on books. So it might make sense that the library is also where you find all the magic spell books. You could just store all the books in the library. But see, then we've got the arcane workbench, which would be fine in there with the enchanting table, and I think that's really the only thing that Electroblobs has as far as like machines or blocks, because these are all just runes from in-world spawner things. Okay, yep, let's do that. We're gonna, the library, let me jot that down. so that I don't forget. The library is going to go near the town hall though. And I'm actually thinking this area back here would be great for that. Right here. Let's go down and take a look at the terrain. And we'd be able to come by here. Watch me load this area for so long that, oh, I don't want to, we will go around the tree. And, okay, so there's this ridge here. That would work. Some ambient grass from Thaumcraft. I have no idea what that is. Hopefully it's in the book somewhere. This ambient grass. Don't know. That seems about right. There's another ambient grass block. I wonder if it has to do with aura. What is it? The V of an area. You think? There's another one. Anyone play Thaumcraft 6? Knows? I don't know a whole lot with Thaumcraft 6. I think it's just a decorative Thaumcraft block. That seems like a decent size for a library. And it shouldn't intrude very on the town hall. And it should look like it'll part of the main central hub of the village. It's funny, I'm going to be making these buildings probably relatively big. It'll become a village to a citadel. So yeah, we've got road coming to there. Great. Which means we could probably put like the bank. The bank would work right here. Is this the path coming from the market? Yeah, so we could do another, go around the tree. Another path over this hill. And we could wrap it around. It doesn't have to be straight. And just connect it to that. Alright. So then we have this area right here. That's a really tall mushroom. Library, and yes. You know, it might be nice across from the library. This could be a park. And you know how I'd mentioned last time doing a Loki Memorial Park? It could just be a memorial park, period. And we could just get a whole bunch of kitties and have it be like the kitty park. And of course, I have no idea where a jungle is. But we could put a park here. I'm beginning to wonder though, Roots lets you summon animals in one of its rituals. I wonder if you can summon ocelots. I don't want to spawn you. Okay, good. No, I don't. Capturing enchantment gives monsters a chance to drop their spawn egg. Good to know. I guess that's something we can figure out later. I'm all of a sudden just really curious. Alright, so we'll do an area here. I don't know how big. We'll just go to there, I guess. And then this way. Depends on how inspired I feel about a park. At the time. All right. And those of you who haven't watched me play anything where I do some building, this is very common for me to do just some square planning of where buildings and roads are going to go. And I do commonly do this flying around. Kitty Memorial Park. And we could put memorials for Maximus and Loki. And a kitty you never met named Zeus. Yep. That's decent. It doesn't have to be huge right now. It could get bigger, but it doesn't have to be. Just a little park. Alright. So we have the bank where I want to put all my valuables. I don't want it to be too far away from the town hall because it's where storage is going to come in. Alright, and we've got the market, pub. You don't want it too far away from that stuff either, because if you're a traveling wizard, you want to be able to access your money before you go spend it. Let's see here. Maybe across the road from the library. That's a good point. Because there's where the pub's gonna go. We walk this. Is the mic? No, the mic shouldn't be muted. It's showing it is working. I'm having some difficulties with it. It probably needs a new cable because I'm not touching it. Well, now I'm touching it, so you're probably getting a lot of squigglies. So, can ya hear me, Darkwing? Okay, thank you. Library, park. Could put the bank next to the park. We could do the bank on the this side over here. So you've got the... Somehow you muted the stream? I see. So the path doesn't go back behind here, and that's okay. It goes down there. So in order to get to this side, we have to come either through the tree, which may end up having to go depending on the size and shape of the houses. Alright. Yeah, I think the bank would work here. Okay, where's the road? The road goes through this tree, which will probably go away. Alright, so there's the park. Do we want it here? I think it would be kind of cool to have it like, here's the end of the road, and at the very end is the bank. And we could do it. I see that there's a cave here. Is it just a regular old cave? Yep. Why did you make noise? My phone isn't supposed to make noise. Okay. We're down in the caves. I've been down here. I just didn't know it connected right here. Okay. But that's okay. We can cover that one up. I'm not too concerned. The bank does not need to be huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go to here. All right. And we'll do bank. Vault. All right. I know it's kind of hard to see with all the trees here, but that kind of makes it part of the fun. So we have the bank. Let me check it off. Now we just need to figure out where the houses are going. And we, like I said, we have plans for 5 of them to get started. All right, so we have the inn and the market over here. I'm thinking the houses might be good over this side. And we could put the rest of some like industry, farming. Because we have the sawmill and the wood shop and the blacksmith. Over here could be industry type things. And then, hey, farming in the plains. I don't know how big of farms we're gonna need. It's a magical village, so maybe we'll just consider that they do magical farming. This is a cluster of them. I'm like, what the heck is this cluster stuff? Okay. Housing. On the other side of the market. Just trying to figure out. Yeah. So let's go down here. We should have a way over this way, right here. Let's see. Water. So we'd have to do a bridge from the marketplace. Or we could go this way through the marketplace around this tree. That seems like a long I like this way right here. So Hmm. Bridge to here. And then we can put housing over here. There's a decent amount of space and pretty trees. All right, so roads. Let's do, you're probably gonna go this way. Like that. And there can be, I think it'd be nice to have a house right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't want to be too on top of the road. 6. Let's do that. Sure. Nice little narrow house here. Which means we could put another house directly across the street. Well, the road. This one could be a slightly different shape. Like that. There's house number 2. What do we got over here? Just a couple of pools. 3 pools. That's that is something that I think I'm gonna want to make unique. Make it mean something. 3 magical pools. I mean, there's just 3 little pools of water. I'm gonna want to make this mean something, I think. Just is out of inspiration right now. That would be cool. And to be honest, this is floating, isn't it? Oh no, so it's 4. Yeah, we'll cover that one up. I like. Okay, so there's another pool. There's these little pools over here too. Hello. We could consider them like the spa. This is the baths. The baths of the village. I don't know. I want this to make a meandering turn down this way. And I want to do another house right here. On this little hill. I don't know, with the magic tree? Sure. So if we did it... does not have to be large. Again, I don't imagine I'll have the patience to do a whole bunch of big builds. I want detail to be important. And if you do a lot of big builds, detail tends to become grindy. Grindy and annoying. So let's go this way. There we go. A little house there. That works. Means this tree is gonna have to go. So that's house number 3. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out, is there a reason there's a split here? Am I gonna split it because this tree is here? And I'd rather leave all the great wood and silverwood trees alone that grew here. Let's do... See, there's so many silverwood trees right there. But we could put a small house right here. Yep. There's house number 4. All right. So again, this is the market. Go this way to access the houses from this angle. Oh, getting into the trees here. The road's all the way over here, so we need to go around that tree because it's a great wood tree. There we go. It might not be that rounded when I go to do the path, but we have that. Just trying to think if we want to put a house here. It's the start of water right there. I mean, there's no reason not to do a house like right there. Sure. So that's kind of the plans of the five houses. When we get the Celestial Gateway put together, when we finally make one, that's the way I'm going to want to be able to travel around to my different schools. It might be nice to have one. We put it here. It'd be close to the market and the pub/inn. So that could be where people travel in to the village, sort of deal. Alright, so what I want to do now is just get rid of any trees that are inside build areas that I don't want to keep. Like, I don't want this mushroom in the market. Or this one. It's amazing how tall this is. Alright. And then there were trees in these housing areas, didn't we? That we wanted to probably get rid of. That one on the road. Okay, good. That one's free and clear. This one, this tree has got to go. Alright, so that one's free. This one we might just shave a little bit off of. Alright, and then we have this house is fine. This mushroom's got to go. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Oh, this one here. This tree's got to go. It's right in the middle of the house. A lot of pieces in these big trees. Right there. Alright, so that one's all set. Yes? Sure. This tree's probably gonna have to be removed for the path. And then we've got this tree that'll have to get removed for the house. So what is everyone doing this Saturday? Other than watching me? Anyone got any good plans? Anything fun going on? Cleaning a house and going grocery shopping. You know, that tends to be very common on Saturdays. I used to do that. I did find that when you work from home, when you're self-employed, you can go grocery shopping whenever. So I actually prefer during the week because then there are less people. Yeah. D&D tonight, and then you're chilling with your kids. That's good to do too. Solid. Alright. I think all the other places are pretty taken care of. We're gonna leave the park alone because it's very likely I want to keep the trees in the park. Oh, the library definitely needs to have some trees removed. You think you have a name for the village? Oh, got too close to one of those V-shrooms again. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to say that. It's German, and I don't know how to even pronounce German words, let alone read what that says. Uh-huh. A 3-pond village in German. Yeah, there's more than 3 ponds. I don't know. Don't know what I'm gonna be doing about the name yet. It's creative, that's for sure. It's a creative name. I am in creative right now, yes. I am flying around in creative, just planning where things are gonna go, so that I can come in survival and actually do it. There we go. That all of the library, and we'll probably have to get rid of that one for the bank. Yeah, because I currently can't fly in my world. I haven't made a method of flight yet. So this is all just me doing some prep work. Ooh. Alright. There we go. Go away. Great. That should be good. Alright guys, I think that is our village beginning to be planned out anyway. So then the fun part of actually doing some building, I'd like to get this town hall done first so I can start, you know, putting my resources in here all organized and sorted and figured out. Yeah, we got witches living here right now. So that would be nice. And for storage, we're going to use arcane archives. We're probably going to use a whole bunch of those troves. Need to figure out the road from our house over here. It's gonna have to probably go this way and then this way. Where am I gonna put the bridge again? Right there. It shouldn't be too bad. It's really relatively close. We'll use this land bridge right here, and it'll come up behind the bank or next to the bank and then connect right here. I think that would work great. And again, our starter house over here, I still have some work to do on it, but it's our Roots School of Magic is what this is. See, it's missing a couple blocks on top still because I ran out of the great wood that I was doing it with. But yeah, I think we're good for the planning. There we go. Oh, I need to get rid of these pieces I picked up. Switch this back and we're done. All right. Sweet. Woohoo. All right, so unfortunately, I think that's going to be it for me today. My throat's kind of sore, and I told you about my headache earlier. It's still going. It hasn't gone away. So it might be best for me to rest and yeah, figure out what's next. So we've got the planning done. I need to get some, you know, figuring out what the buildings are actually going to look like. I want some kind of a cohesive rustic feel to them. So I'll figure that out. And when we come back, we'll probably do some more astral sorcery. So the next time we play, we're still trying to work towards getting rituals because I want to get some rituals activated. In this inventory. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I do hope you enjoyed. I will be back again tomorrow morning for some more Rustic Waters where we're reaching the end game there. I hope you enjoy. I will catch you next time. Take care. Bye.